G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, it's another glorious day in paradise in this land down under. Today's D-Day, sad day. The trigger has been pulled and I'm taking the Dyna Low Rider S, the 2017 Dyna Low Rider S, to its new home. You know, normally if you purchase a new toy, a new bike, a new motorcycle, you know, pretty excited. And I am pretty excited. It's a new chapter in my motorcycling life. But at the same time, it's a bit of a sad day because if you're getting rid of a vehicle, be it a car or a motorbike, and you know, you get rid of it because it's starting to cause you problems, a few little gremlins are starting to creep up on the vehicle, and you think, oh, you know what, it's time to get rid of it, get something better. And generally you're pretty excited once you've got rid of it, once you've offloaded it, and pretty much you've offloaded your problems to someone else and you pick up something better. This is not the case. I'm not offloading problems to someone else. I'm offloading a beast of a motorcycle to someone else. They're going to love it. They are going to absolutely love it. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you love it? It's an animal, absolute animal. But as I explained in the last video, I got plans, and you know, it's just a chapter that I have to close and move on. I'm going to miss this bike, no doubt. No doubt I'm going to miss it. As I said in the last video, it's my first Harley, and you know, when I first put it out to my mates I was going to buy a Harley, they were saying, oh, why would you do that? You know, they leak oil, they do this, you have problems, make sure you got a good toolkit with you when you're riding around. Well, you know what, those comments all turned out to be absolute garbage. It's never given me any dramas. It's given me thorough enjoyment. Times change, circumstances change, ideas develop, and you move on. And that's what I'm doing. I'm moving on. I'll always keep a close eye on these Dyna Low Rider S's. They will always be sentimental to me. And I hope they do keep increasing in value because they deserve it. They're a great machine, they really are. I suppose on my last ride on my Dyna Low Rider S, is there any negatives I'd have towards this bike? Well, I think it'd be a lot more comfortable with forward controls. I find these mid-mounts, even though these are called further forward mid-mounts, they're about an inch further forward than the standard mid-mounts for a Dyna. I find after about 2 hours I start to cramp up a little bit, need to stretch the legs out. Around town these mid-mounts are fine. The grips, I'd encourage the new owner to get some fatter grips. These are a little bit skinny and stingy. I wish I had put my 11-inch Lucky Dave's Lucky 13 bars, which are still at home. This bike definitely would be better with T-bars, in my opinion. Taller T-bars, but apart from that, it's fine. I've seen other guys on YouTube comment about suspension, you know, they change the suspension and so forth. I honestly have never ever had an issue with the suspension front and rear, and I've actually pretty much the entire time I've had this Low Rider S, I've had the rear suspension adjusted to its softest setting the whole time, and I've never ever thought, oh gee, this is, you know, it's a bit soft and spongy around corners or anything like that. I've never ever had an issue with it. So you know, I've seen guys go and purchase I think it's progressive suspension. Personally, I don't think it's necessary, whereas the taller T-bars I think are necessary. I think the forward controls are necessary. The tyres, I still ride in their factory tyres. I've heard people complain about the tyres not being any good in the wet weather. Well, look at this fucking truck blowing dirt everywhere. Jesus! Look at that! The fuck, man? What are you doing? I have never ever ridden this bike in the rain, so I don't know what they're like in the rain. They're okay in the dry. You might be saying, "Oh, you're not a real motorcyclist if you don't ride in the rain." Let me tell you, I actually ride a motorcycle for my day job, and we ride rain, hail, and shine, and riding in the rain is absolute garbage. And I've always said, my day job, I've had it for 20 years, and I've always said I ride in the rain because I have to for my day job, and I can tell you, when it comes to leisure, I will not be riding in the rain, and hence that's why I don't ride this bike on a rainy day. Anyway, back to the Low Rider S. So apart from those two things, forward controls and the taller T-bars, the bike's fine, it really is. Whoever gets this, they are going to love it. It is blowing an absolute gale. I know I said the opening of the video, welcome to another day in paradise. Well, today's absolutely shithouse for riding a motorcycle. Forecast is 38 degrees Celsius, which is close enough to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is fine. I'm cool with that temperature. But unfortunately, it is blowing a howling gale from the north. And in the southern hemisphere, the north wind is a hot wind.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend, the end.
Give us a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.
No safety or surprise, the end.